Alright. Good morning, everybody. So, last night, spent a little bit of time on the stock market and my YouTube channel. Some comments. I'm going to end up be doing a standalone video on trucking here kind of soon. I haven't really wanted to do any kind of like trucking videos for a while. Obvious reasons. As 0 viewers are watching. But okay, that kind of just had a little bit of a pop there. I'm just kind of, I think I'm ready to kind of get to talk about it. It's been a minute. Anyway, alright, so Ford has been a little funny, as we see right here. Definitely wanted to see if it was going to drop below the 1325. It never did. If it did, I was going to start buying because I didn't see it going down quite as low as here, but if I bought 100 here, yeah, that would have been above my average price, but I think that would have been a good discount. If it went down to this level, I might have bought another 100. I don't think it would have dropped down all the way down here. Especially going into this quarter, we're looking pretty good. Let me just grab this whole screen. So yeah, this quarter, the earnings call in January should be good. The second quarter was good this year too. And I think this last earning call was actually pretty good. The performance, the 1 month is doing pretty good. The 3 months we still got to work on a little bit, but that's mainly because of this hump right here. And if we zoom out a little bit, you can see, we got this hump right behind it. So that doesn't help. But I think we're going to get that 12% soon. How soon? I don't know. But I definitely think, I believe we're going to get above this. And if we do, I mean hitting up into the $20 range, I think is going to be doable. That's actually where my target is. It's the $20. In the meantime, I'm going to play some smaller gains and just trying to make sure I don't lose too much. But I definitely think we're going to move up another couple dollars this week. I got to reshrink that screen down for the right size for this side. Okay, so it did pull green towards midday, or not really midday, but we'll take a look. So it didn't break green until, actually, yeah, just before lunchtime, my time. And then double bottom, or actually kind of touched there, and there. This could have been a good buy point for a quick, couple cent profit. Or even right here, because that's not really a low. It's not any lower than here. But honestly, after you saw this spike and then it came back down and it started to go back up, and right here, each of these lows right here is higher. The tops weren't really getting any higher when you're zoomed out. I mean, when you're zoomed in, it's kind of hard to see some of that pattern. That's why I like to be zoomed out a little bit. But if I just had a little bit more risk tolerance, I probably would have gone in a little bit. And I could have easily bought some, you know, at the 1340, 45, even 1350. Sell it. If you sold it now, that's quick, you know, almost 30-cent profit margin. Could even be at 30 cents if you got a little bit lower. And 30 cents, honestly, if you picked up, you know, 2,000 shares, 1,000 shares, whatever, which I do have the money to buy, you know, 2,000 shares. It would be leveraged, but so at 13.4 times by 2,000, yeah, 26. Oh, I wouldn't be leveraged. I actually have exactly that. So if I wanted to leverage that, let's say we'll divide that by 2. So that's what it'd be per 1,000. We'll do 3. So to my money, 1 leveraged. I've been 40,000 shares, or no, money. So that would be 3,000 shares. So it'd be 47,000. So 3,000 times by 30 equals 900. You know, I mean, for a $40,000 risk to make $2,700, I mean that's, and that could have gone upside down quite easily. But I think the evidence was here that if I wanted to take a leveraged position, I could have made 2,700. But yesterday's market was just so, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, to be honest. We were even looking at the Veru one, and I'm kind of looking at it right this second. It kind of looks like it kind of got together a little bit. So, you know, if you got in there, that could have been a good profit margin. Mind you, you know, I left right around here. So I didn't see this candle. But I mean, that's a good pop, but it was just being kind of unpredictable. But it looks like it kind of started to get together. Making some kind of consistent lines, I guess. I mean, not huge profits by any means, because so if I was buying here, you know, if it drops below, I might have put a small risk on it, captured a little bit of this profit, but then I probably would have waited until I, you know, got down to being even. Might have done the same thing here. You're just trying to meet the same level of support. Resistance here, but support / resistance. So probably would have bought some right in here. It pulled the back and then it went off. So if I did time that right, you know, say 1460, you know, hitting 1560, yeah, $1. That wouldn't have been bad. But yeah, I mean, Veru was just too non-predictable. Went from 14, post-market, hit, went too far. So just before the last trade, we went back up to 15. Sitting at 14.97. I got this up over here on my watch list. Sitting right here. I'm not sure about this one. It's choppy. There's some good money that could be made on it. Same thing with Ford. This one I'm kind of watching a little bit. Carnival. I want to like this stock. It's doing this weird up and down thing. Yesterday it closed at 876. Today it's sitting above. IQ, this hit the scanner a few times, as you can see, this upswing, but yesterday wasn't very good. This one just terrible. I'm gonna end up replacing that with something else. Same thing with this one. This is a huge market mover. Just the amount of shares being traded is quite good. But the price action wasn't great. But with this huge downswing, I'm wondering if we're going to get a really good pop out of it. That's kind of like what I'm watching for. Because, if you go in with, you don't have to go in with a huge amount of money. But, if you go from, 26 back up to near 60, you're more than doubling your money. And we can see it can do that in a very short amount of time. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it to kind of try to catch that upward swing. But that one would be a bit of a risky trade, so I would not hold on to it for any length of time. Same thing kind of with like Duo here. It seems to, pop. This was probably a reverse stock trade. So it kind of went down, but it gets a good pop every now and then. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a pop soon. It's another semi-high volume. Kaba, I'm starting to like the way that it's trading again. We'll take a look at it on big screen. So Kaba is one I'm starting to watch. This is a low volume, but it trades semi-consistently. So if you're in with 100 shares and it goes down, you're not going to lose much money. So we had a good upswing, red, green, red, red, but it almost went back to right where it was. We had a little bit of a tail going on, and it had a decent upswing. So let's take a look at the minute chart on it. Right now it's not doing much. It's not doing much here either. But if you grabbed a few shares here, sitting at 15, it's a cheap stock, but it can have room, to grow quite drastically or drop quite drastically. So this is one you would want to set a stop loss. But I don't think you're going to lose that much money, because don't buy 1,000 shares. It's just one of those ones where, I might get some lunch money or double up. Anytime you think you could double up on something and you don't have to do any physical work, do it. That actually kind of goes down into a question I had somebody ask me. Can you, make a lot of money day trading? I was going to try to answer that dude's question. Or a gal, I don't remember. Yeah, you can make a lot of money doing it. But you can lose more money quicker. You really have to be careful. Pick your battles. And what you're trying to do is find that find one or two stocks for that day that's cooking and trade them. And you're going to take large positions. You're probably going to leverage your account, and sometimes you're flipping a coin. No, I don't flip a coin for stock trading, but that's pretty close to what you're doing. So, can you make good money doing it? Yes. But you should learn how to do it on paper trade, which, the paper trading account that I use, as most of you guys probably know, is TradingView. They got, a paper trading thing here. It's free. You sign up for tradingview.com for free, and you can trade, real stocks and whatnot for free. It's quite easy. They got this intuitive, trading platform, and I love their charts. They're very readable. They got good tools like this thing here, so you can see how many bars. So, this is on days. So, we're measuring, 65 days from here to here as an example. This arrow right here gives you the halfway point of, what you're measuring. Okay, here's an example. Let's say we want to measure from about here to up. Oh, wow. Perfect. So, from the top of here to the top of here on Ford, this is exactly at the halfway point. And it's slightly below. Slightly. But that's one of the things I love about this tool here. So, I didn't measure it perfectly, but we're basically trading at the halfway point. So we're still, in the lower half, but I think we're going to break into the upper half soon. But, this could also measure down, up. So if you were going to try to do like a risk analysis, you can put it on your line, say, well, it could go up to, let's say this point right here. That's 12%. Well, what if it goes down to here? Well, that's 8.9%. So you could risk, say you want to risk 8, let's say, 6%. That's going to be 12.92. And your goal is going to be, at 15% or whatever. And, that's just one way you could try to quickly work out what you want. That's one of the things I like about this. And I do that. I look at stocks all the time. Alright. Those are just some of the great tools that are available. And those are free. 100% free. Alright, so today I'm not seeing much right this second. I'm not seeing much.
FFIE.
I am liking Ford. I am liking Ford. I might end up buying some shares. We'll see. Alright, so we're about a minute and a half from bell opening. Welcome back, my single viewer. So we're about a minute and a half from bell opening now. I'm going to watch Ford. I'm thinking about buying in. My next buy-in point was 14. We're getting close to 14 now. I think that's going to be the affirmation that the price is going to continue upward and work its way up to the 15, 16, 17, hopefully higher. So I think at that price, I want to grab some shares. If it dips real low today, like it did yesterday morning, I'm probably going to buy some shares. And we are now 30 seconds out. I'm not seeing anything on my scanners yet.
Lost. PHUN. HUDI.
We're gonna let Ford do its thing right this second.
ROVR. ICCN.
No. I'm just checking some of the scanner ones. I got Ford over here on my one thing. ICCM has popped up. Is there news? We got some news on it. It's a healthcare. Israel. 3.9 million shares traded, up 42%.
PRTY.
I think I might be trading an international stock today. I kind of like the way this is forming here. There's some resistance. It's going to push the price low. But I think, give it a few minutes, it will come together. So what we'll do is put
ARVL.
At or above.
ICCN.
Put that there. PRTY.
PRTY.
I just was looking at that. It's dropping. It looks like it triggered. So good news is things are hitting the scanner. But not going up. It's all short positions. Alright, Ford is starting to go up now.
PHUN. ARVL.
Okay, this is going to be the one I'm going to be watching.
BTNR.
I want to see this start to gain some momentum upward. Has some resistance, has support. Not as much support, but as we know, that can change rapidly. It has the volume. Just has to get through this right here.
BBS.
It might take it a second to do it. Damn, I got another stock that's going. Starting to. I want to see it to get higher before I get too interested in it. But this one is starting. Has a lot of resistance though.
DWAC. SPRO. PRTY. BTNR. DWAC.
I'm gonna put right over on my watch list.
PHUN.
I think it's gonna need some more time to kind of start to get bit, or not.
CCM.
Here, take a look. This is what I'm looking at. So,
PRTY.
Mulan
AGNR.
is looking good. This one is starting to look really good. Ford is down. We're just gonna let it do its thing. I want to see where it goes. This one has popped somewhat before, so semi-watching that. I think I made money on that one. So, unlike yesterday, we got a few things cooking here.
BTNR.
I would like to buy this, but there's some resistance, man. Alright, we're gonna start a new candle here.
ICCN.
If it breaks above,
MMAT.
like, really kind of like, I'd like it to break above here. Frick, guys, let's take a look at Ford. What are we gonna do with Ford? That's kind of similar to like yesterday.
PHUN.
So if it gets to 12.13, I'm gonna buy 100 shares. So that's gonna have to come down a bit more. Yeah, I was trying to get in on that. I'm waiting for slight pullback. Okay, it's going. I missed it again. Damn. This is the one that's going to be making the money today. Like I was thinking. It's a no news stock, so there's some resistance showing up. Let's see. It's up 10%. I think this one is going to have more room. Especially with the volume that this one has.
ICCM.
So I haven't gone FOMO. Fear of missing out. But now it's kind of not looking as good. I'm going to wait for it to maybe get back over 29 cents at this minute.
ICCM.
Alright, Ford is starting its way back up. Ride is still continuing up. So we'll buy 100 shares. Stop loss out. Stop loss there. I mean, that'll be going into a red day.
NRBO.
Yeah. Right there. So we got 100 shares of that. So we took a trade.
GRWG.
Oh, don't do that to me already.
IHUN. ICCM.
Every time I go in. Honestly, the 5-minute chart's still looking good. Balloon or wherever is trying to get back together.
OCUP.
Okay, I lost $6. It's above the 29. And there's some resistance. I'm gonna go ahead and put 1,000 in just in case.
NRBO. Ride. NRBO.
I'm thinking about it. Resistance is there, but if we get through it, it's gonna go up pretty high. Oh, I feel both. Okay. Didn't mean to. So we'll lock in 2,000. So if we need to sell quick, we can.
GRWG.
Because I really wanted to buy more after 30. Because I think 30 is going to be some... Oh, maybe not. I was thinking that was going to be some resistance.
ICCN.
So we're not in this for that much money, but we're already up. We're up. Ford is continuing down. 5-minute chart on this. It's looking good. So I'm not going to set a stop loss because I'm going to be watching it quite closely. Even if I'm looking at other stuff. $3,000 shares. Yeah, this is going to continue upwards. Or not 3,000. That was 300, I believe. Somebody just bought a lot of shares. We're going to go up even more here. We're going to break 40. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking we're going to break 340 soon. 3040. 1,000. Oh, the bears are coming. They're breaking. If we don't get buyers to come in, lock in profits.
BTNR.
Alright, so I made $1.50. I could always buy back in, but I'm not gonna, take a chance at losing money if I can help it. I was above. I grabbed my profits.
HIMS.
If I want to buy back in, I always can.
MPLN.
Alright. Like here.
HUDI.
Ride is continuing to drop, so that was a good stop loss catch. See, this one is starting to look not great. Ford is still not doing great.
HUDI. GRWG. CTIC.
No, it is. Alright, let's take a look at it.
MMAT. GRWAC.
Uh, maybe, but I'm not gonna trade that. Volume is a little low. It has a good tail.
BBPR.
I don't like it. This was a loss of big losses. I called this out yesterday. As a matter of fact, not yesterday, the day before. Called it out on the 4th. I saw this huge upswing, and I was like, I think it's going to do the same thing it did as it did here. And guess what? The very next day, it's exactly what I did. That hurt. That hurt a lot of people. So, say, or close that, we'll say even at 160. Subtract 17, 58. You're talking about 142. We'll just say 150. If you had bought shares at the near the top, say, I don't know, 5,000. Oh wait, no, the retail guy might have done 1,000 shares. That's 150,000 gone.
MMA.
If you were dealing with a much smaller account, that account would have hurt. QCS, that may not be a bad idea, but I only trade in groups of hundreds, 300s, fives, 1 and 2,000. Part of that is because I accidentally made mistakes when I buy less than 100 shares, that I end up shorting the position by accident
BBPR.
when I didn't want to short it. So I don't want to have to try to keep track, oh, did I buy, 5 shares or 10,000 shares? So I try to keep everything in equal, round, quick numbers that I have right here. So that way, it's easy for me to buy in, buy out, and I don't have to try to keep changing the numbers up there. I generally trade in groups of hundreds. I also will use 500, because if I want to trade 1,000, I'll do 5, and then that way I can get multiple entries. So, yeah. This stock here took a pretty big tumble. It looks like it may be recovering now, but I still don't like it. I'm glad I got out of that one. It's HTV, so can't short it. Ford is coming back up.
GRWG.
I'm not gonna invest. I really want to see a lower price out of it. So GRWG, this one keeps hitting. What is this one? Home improvement retail sectors consumer cylindrical.
ICCN.
The consumer map is not looking great, so I'm going to take that into account. I got 100 locked in. So far, there's not much that I'm liking a whole lot.
HUDI.
This one I might try to do 100 slightly below the water. I'll like it to try to get above, but it's really not that far below. Not much stopping it. Not much stopping it at all from going quite high, quite quick. But not much stopping it from going down. $100,000 shares traded a minute. Bought 850 shares of that stock at 827. Good luck. I'll take a look at it later on today and tomorrow. But it does not. I'm not going to say that's not a bad investment. Every investment is up to you, right? It doesn't meet what I'm looking for in an investment with my money. Everything I do here on my YouTube channel, you have to understand, my risk tolerance or the way I'm trading may not be right for everybody. But it's what works for me, and it's what I'm doing.
GRWG.
And today I'm not feeling very market aggressive. I might try to get some shares on this pullback. It's consistently going up. So if it drops down to here, I'll definitely grab some. Oh, that was too low.
HUDI.
We'll see what this candle does. If it dropped down a little bit lower, I could have been very interested in it. It was getting close. But again, I'm not seeing much today. I'm tired today. Alright, so yesterday I went and did Uber. I might do Uber again today. I'm kind of just doing that to, one, get out of the house, make a little bit of money. Tell some bad jokes. It's kind of fun. So, yesterday was not great. But I did get some cash tips. That's going to go right into my poker fund. I may... No, not today. I'll be going over and cooking dinner at my girlfriend's house with her kids. So tomorrow I may run up and go play some poker. So yeah, I'll probably do Uber a little bit later today. Not too much. All I'm trying to do is make about $100 a day on Uber. Monday through Friday, so say 600 a week. That just helps stave off some of my bills, which gives me a little bit more money to play and allows me to take on a little bit more risk. If I lose 100, 200, 300 in a week, it's going to be fine. Last week, as you guys know, I lost 6,000. So, I'm taking, a little bit smaller risks this week or this month, and I'm looking for some of the right setups. Raise my risk tolerance a lot, so that way, I don't lose as much. Driving a semi truck, no, I don't think it's really all that hard. It's kind of like when you're first starting to drive a car. When you're first learning how to drive a car, it can be kind of stressful. You're worried about stop signs and reading all your signs, and backing into a spot or parking. You're gonna go really slow. Um, you might make a few small mistakes. Trucking's the same thing. So you might make a few small mistakes when you first learn to start driving, but it gets easier. It really does. The most important thing about driving a semi truck is having a good trainer. That is ideal. Or not ideal. It's almost a requirement.
MMAT. GRWG.
So this stock here just slowly keeps climbing up. But CTIC, there's a few that are looking interesting. If you know how to back up a bus, you can back up a semi truck. Here's the simple premise that I try to teach somebody. Have you imagine backing up the trailer as it's a bus with a broken power steering pump. So if you want the nose of the trailer to go left, you turn the wheel to the left. If you want the nose of the trailer to go to the right, you turn the wheel to the right. It's really that simple. So if you keep that in mind, that's just how you back up. I got some great videos on my YouTube channel of that. Actually, you'll have to go back probably about a year now. But I actually really thoroughly enjoy the driving part. The backing is really not hard. But having a good trainer is very helpful in that. Yeah, so Ride took a really big dump. It has a little bit of a green candle going on now on the 5-minute. But it really would need to get above 216. Get above right here. If it could get above, start to break above, we might see recovery, but honestly, that is quite far below the water. And you can see once it started to get below these levels right here, it tanked. And that's because right in this area is where people's stop losses were. So it triggered a flash down. Here a lot of stocks were traded, and it's below that. So this is going to continue to go down, is going to be my guess for today. Yeah, sunsets, sunrises can be absolutely beautiful, but in trucking, the thing that I enjoyed the most was the scenery. Um, you can go from the top of one mountain to a valley to a beach to a desert, all in a week. So you can go from having to put on snow boots, and then a week, maybe 2 weeks later, you're putting on shorts and sandals, and you're down in the summer.
AD.
Um, it can be pretty trippy, actually. Uh, it's a lot of fun. There's some things in trucking that really do suck, but honestly, I miss it. I do miss it. Y'all, I mean, just take a look. There's nothing going on right here. Maybe. It's kind of low on volume. At this time, it should really be over a mil for what I'm interested in. We were watching that. Ford is red again. SP 500 technology's up a little bit. Semiconductor is up quite nicely. It's pretty green. Building supplies like copper, chemicals. I mean, that's doing fairly well. Freight and logistics, waste management, railroads are fairly green. Healthcare is not looking great. Information, software, they're both doing okay. Today is a very quiet day on the stock market. So, let's take a look at some of the stocks that I like to trade periodically. I'm going to set them on 4-hour charts. So, GM might be coming into a buying point.
ICCM.
I think they're going to continue a upward trend. Potentially. Let's take a look at X. Okay, we kind of missed that boat. That boat was a couple days ago. So, took a ticker X. I like to trade this one because it has some of these levels that you could find where, if you get in at the right time, you're going to make good money. GE. Yeah, that one already kind of took off. AMD. It could be working its way to go back up, start climbing out of the hole it's in. It has a upward trajectory here. Starting to get the upward trajectory here, even though it's, you know, red. Could get a good green candle here soon. Let's take a look at Ford. You red, 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 red. Honestly, if it doesn't go really, if it goes down to here, I'm probably gonna buy. If it drops to here, I definitely will buy. If it goes down to 13, I'm definitely gonna be buying. So definitely buying here. Definitely gonna buy at 13. Unless it drops really quick past this level, then I might wait. And if it drops down to wherever it starts to slow down, that's where I'll buy. I don't think we're going to go all the way down to here. Honestly, I think here's where it's going to go. Kind of like what it did there. We could actually measure that. Make this whole screen. Alright. So let's measure right in this area.
GRPN.
So from here to there, 5.75%. So 5 point. That'd be about right in there. So the halfway point of that, it's going to be right here. Remember that little red line right there is the halfway point. So yeah, 1324, which is where I was just saying here. You know, if it gets to 1325, I'll be interested. So that's getting close to the halfway point of this drop here. So that's useful to know. And then from here, again, that was 715. QCS, I might do that over here on my paper trading account, right here, which this is what this is for. Let me take a look at it, and I might put that order in. We'll see. I'm trying to look at this here, trying to make the plan. I think what I was saying over here, I still agree with. If it hits 325, I'm going to be pretty interested in it. That's the halfway point, and then if it drops down, you know, close below 13, that's going to be 7.5 something percent. That's what we've been seeing drop as a flash crash before, you know, a good rise. So grabbing shares here and here, even though it's above my average price as of right now, I think would be at a good discount price. And then if it drops even lower, just keep grabbing some shares and I'll be alright. So you are really believing car. Let's take a look. So week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, it's up, but it's looking weak. The technicals are looking weak. The analytics are saying it's a buy. The last earning call was bad, but revenue was good. It's been up to $31. Semi recently 12, 13, I'll say 14, 18. It's lowering highs. Higher low, but low, low, double bottom, up, high, but then a double bottom there, double bottom. Okay, I can kind of, so looking at the chart, I can see why you're saying you feel confident in it to some degree. So here there was a double bottom, was rejected, went up, did well. Here double bottom, went up before the crash. And here we have a double bottom here and here, could be going on its way up. It does get some decent volume in periodically.
MPLN
5%, 6, 1, 1, 5.8. I mean, the percentage growth in the last 2 days hasn't been high, but it's holding semi-stable. It's on the down. Like I said, the double bottom. Double bottom. It does move slow. But I can see where, like I was saying, where you might see something in it. Alright, so I'll show you guys how the paper trading on here works on TradingView. Okay, so you just click on here. We're going to do a market order. We're going to go ahead and just buy 100. Like I said, you know, I trade here like I would on Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade. So groups of 100, 3, 5, 1, or X amount of thousands. Okay. So in this situation, we're going to go ahead and put an order in for 100 shares. We're going to put a stop loss of at 9 might be too high. We'll put a stop loss at 8.5. It's going to be a 10% loss. That's going to be
GRWG.
I don't want it at that. I don't want it at that. 8.9. 5% loss. I'll take a 5% loss on this. So, alright, I'm going to lock in an order at 100 shares, market price, with a stop loss of $52, which is going to be 5%, with a sell price at 8.9%. Send it. Alright, so it just got executed. The fill price was 9.39. And I already lost $4, man. $4. Alright. We'll see what happens with that. we'll let that one go. Alright, back over here in Ford. I don't think I need to do anything else because I already put in
Right.
my alerts. So I want this to slowly just kind of keep creeping down. I want to buy in here. If it goes down to here, I'll buy more. I'm actually going to be quite happy if it pulls back like that because I can grab some shares on the cheap. I mean, yeah, technically would I lose money? Yeah, but you know, I'm playing the long game on this one. I am feeling pretty confident on it. Kind of like what we were talking about yesterday, though. I'm not going to leverage my account. It's not looking like it's going to go green today. If it does, I'll be happy. I don't think it will. I'll check on it periodically. It did go green later in the day, though. I was thinking about doing a limit order on it, but I just decided to just do a market order. I did the stop loss where I was at. It has the potential in the next day or two to actually go. It could pop. It did hit the double bottom, and historically on that stock, when it does that, it goes up. So it could be a good investment. It really could. If you're in for 800 and something, 850 shares, like you said, I think it could go up a good bit. I mean, it's possible. I'm up $3 already, so I came up to $4, and now I'm up $3.
GRPN.
But honestly, I think that's the end of the day for this. Today is just a really, really slow day. It's cloudy today. Whenever it's cloudy, Uber, I don't think it's going to be good because, yeah. So, I might just stay in today. I don't know. I might go out a little bit in the afternoon. But anyway, thank you for watching. And I will go live again tomorrow around 8:10. 20 minutes before the bell. But I don't think anything's going to go on. I'm going to leave all my scanners up and, you know, this deal. Probably run go get Starbucks here in a minute. That actually sounds good. I don't know why I'm so tired. Last night I actually slept pretty good. Only woke up once.
NSTG.
But yeah, there's nothing going on. Even if we look at the market, everything's moving slow. I mean, there's some days where we see here, 100 or whatever. There's none of that. I mean, there's literal nothing going on. So that went up quite high. Could be a good swing trade. It's been consistently going up. Groupon? I don't know. No. I have an opinion on Andrew Tate. I have watched some of his videos. I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much on Andrew Tate, but I'm not a big fan of Andrew Tate. Yeah, so you're on your way to Starbucks? Tell them that stephan.harz from YouTube is sending you. Maybe Starbucks, if enough people say that, maybe they will sponsor me, give me free coffee. That'd be nice. uh, but the drink I'm thinking of getting is the cold brew with the chocolate cold cream on it. That's actually really good. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it because it's literally just black iced coffee. But they make this milk, they whip it, but they put in a little bit of chocolate in it, so it has a little bit of sweetness to it. But it's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I got 3 viewers now. Oh, no, 2. I got 2 viewers. I thought I had 3 viewers. I was about to be like, oh yeah, I got 3 people watching me. GTA and QCS.
ICCM.
You guys watch me a lot. I appreciate it. I'm still not seeing. Kara, I've already made $11. That's cool. Ford looks like it's gaining some momentum. Starting to. I got Ford over here on my big screen. Oh, it does show 3 viewers? Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah, I got 3 viewers now. It just pops up again on my side. So, Ford is looking like it's gaining some strength in it again. Take a quick look over here. It seems like it's a pretty good battle, but there was only 500 here, so some more selling pressure just showed up. As we see, this side is just getting demolished. But it's holding.
MPLN.
It's holding. So as quick as people are trying to, break it, new buyers are coming in. Wow. Yeah, it's holding. Kara is holding at 952. I'm up $11 on it as of right now. Ford looks like it might start its way back up. Just curious. I have not done any options before. I guess while the market is really slow, let's take a look at some options. Let's say November 25. We'll put 14, all strikes. So this is the calls, this is the puts. So at wow, there's people that are, there's some puts that are really high at the 23 strike price.
GRWG.
I don't think it's gonna go quite that high, but okay. I should actually get with Thinkorswim and actually learn how to do calls. I try to watch some YouTube videos on it, but I'm still just a little confused on it. But I think doing calls could be very, very interesting and a great way to leverage my account. I mean, pretty sure the price would be above 16. So
DWAC.
that could be a great call right there. If you went to the 15.5, that would be pretty good. Probably wouldn't do the 16 because 16.5 because it's the same price as the 16. I'm not sure what the letters mean. Humble trader. I'll look into them.
DWAC.
But I would like to pick up an option. My brother also does option trading, but I think he does it on Robinhood. Oh wait, no, he's done it on Thinkorswim, but he trades options on Robinhood. He likes Robinhood for options. He says it's easy for him to do like advanced option trading. Alright,
DWAC.
I mean, I would not want to go out that far, but holy crap, you can. Chart. Alright, a few things we're hitting the scanner. DWAC. It's went up by $1 in the last minute. I don't like it. I'm not going to do that one. This Ford stock, though, I mean, it's... volume is a little low. 8.9. Round up. Yesterday, you know, 48 million, 61 million, 58, 73 million. So volume is a little low. It's only sitting as, you know, 6.9, or I mean 8.9, going for 9 mil. But sometimes low volume is not necessarily bad. It could be kind of like consolidation, where people are just kind of watching it, which is what I'm thinking. And the volume can definitely come in a little bit later in the day, like it did yesterday. And when that happened, it definitely went on a very good upward trajectory. But it could also cause a situation where post-market and pre-market can allow a situation where it could gap up or gap down. I'm going to take a guess. If it's going to gap, it will be gapping up, not down. But don't get a seizure, man. My trade is up $23 on the paper trade. See, 2,300 shares. So I mean, it's working. Kind of like what I was saying when I was reviewing it. It did hit a double bottom. It's at the bottom of the double bottom. It was rejected at that price. It could go up, and if it goes up, it's going to go up pretty quick. So, very good chance it could actually make some decent money. But I just don't like the volatility of it. It's way too low. And with it being really low, if any kind of volume kind of comes in, good or bad, bad meaning down, good meaning up, it could really go either way quite quickly. It just has to get, caught, so to speak, by the right, person. This stock is outside of what I want to buy, but look at it. Yeah. I don't like it. It's too much price. It's still down of the highs pre-market, post-market. Yeah, I'm done for the day, guys. I got a few stocks I'm gonna watch throughout the day. Probably gonna go get a coffee. Go pick up a laptop. An Apple, of all laptops. I'm not a fan of them, but I don't have to pay for it. I already own it. It's over at my sister's house. She was borrowing it. So I'm gonna get that over here. It gives me another screen. And if this one ever goes down, I can switch to that immediately and continue trading while this one comes back up. This one has screwed around with me a few times. So just been a little cautious in case this computer wants to crash again. I really need to send this off to Apple. I'm not Apple. Dell, to have them fix it. Is there anything going on in crypto that I'm interested in? No. That was a quick no. This one, like I said earlier, on the day it's looking good. Maybe around 9 o'clock. If you got in, it would have been pretty good. But I'm not going to try to chase that. Sometimes when you try to chase stocks, that's when you lose money. Glad I really got out of that one. Double bottom, support, definite resistant area right here. I mean, Same here. That's a hard resistance. 1366. Anyway, thank you for watching, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get off. Get some stuff done. Probably around the house for a minute. And then go do Uber. Well, get the coffee and the laptop. And I might go do Uber. That'll probably be right around lunch. Probably. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow. If you enjoy this stream, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But to the 2 viewers who are watching, you probably already have subscribed. So thank you. Bye.